Hello everybody, how you doing? Welcome to part 3, Westlake Village, California. We're still at Valley Oaks Cemetery. This is the grave of a child actor, Ernest Severon. He and his brothers, Raymond and Christopher, acted in the 1943 film, The Man from Down Under. Ernest also acted in another 1943 movie with Spencer Tracy, where he played Davy, an English boy. Ernest dies November 27th, 1987, at the age of 54. I'd like to say, please watch these videos if you would. It would just mean the world to me if you can watch them until the end, because when you do, YouTube will recommend it more often to others. As I'm walking around this cemetery, I noticed this individual, and I just had to stop by because I remember reading about him in different car magazines. Ambassador Robert D. Nissan, quite an individual, an overachiever. He serves his country as a naval officer before retiring in 1946. He would go on and open an Oldsmobile dealership right here in Southern California, and later a Cadillac dealership. He was the first car dealer to establish an auto mall, and it still exists today just up the road here in Thousand Oaks, California. He believed in cutting everybody a good deal, never ripped anybody off. Has a very good reputation. He serves his country under the Nixon administration as Assistant Secretary to the Navy. He serves from 1972 through 1974. Later, President Reagan names him Ambassador to Australia. He goes into the Automotive Hall of Fame in 1991. Quite an overachiever. Here in this area, we're going to visit with a soap opera star, Christopher St. John. He's interred here with his son, Julian. Julian sadly takes his life in 2014. St. John is an actor best known for playing Neil Winters on the soap opera The Young and the Restless. He plays this role from 1991 until his death in 2019.
And he asked me if I would come in and meet with him and talk to him about being employed on Young and the Restless. He said, I've got 4 episodes for you. I tried to play it cool. I'm like, yeah, well, I think I can work that out. 4 episodes? Yeah, when does that start?
He died February 3rd, 2019 at the age of 52 of heart disease. February 3rd is also the day the music died. Buddy Holly, the Big Bopper, Richie Valens, but this is in 1959. Our next stop is actor Steve Forrest. He started out as a stagehand when he's discovered by Gregory Peck. He appears in several movies, including Mommy Dearest, which came out in 1981. And before this, he's in the Debbie Reynolds movie, The Second Time Around.
Thank you, Mr.
Jones. Dan Jones.
What kind of a sheriff is he, anyway?
He's what you might call a relic of the Old West. Gives color to the place. Now, if you'll let me help you with your...
Just a minute! Oh, I've had enough color for one day.
Excuse me. Aren't you one of the little rascals?
Certainly not.
My abject apologies.
You broke my umbrella.
I'm sorry. I guess I should have ducked. Perhaps I can make it up to you. Could I be of service?
Well, maybe you could tell me where to find Mr. Max Wexler. He was going to meet me here, but...
Is he a friend of yours?
Yes, a very dear friend. Although we've never met.
I'm afraid Mr. Wexler is just leaving town. Forever.
You just gotta smell these flowers. Just fresh flowers everywhere.
Hay que chequearles las que falten.
Hoyt Curtin. You won't recognize his name, but you will his works. He's a composer. He did the music for many of the Hanna-Barbera cartoons such as the Flintstones, the Jetsons, Josie and the Pussycats, and Scooby-Doo, among others. Man, there's nothing better as a kid than watching Saturday morning cartoons on a rainy day. Josephine Dunn. She's originally from New York. She drops out of school at a young age. She wants to get into acting. She lands roles in the movie To Take a Chance. Came out in 1932. Also Between Two Worlds, a 1934 movie. She was married 4 times. She dies of cancer also on February the 3rd, just as Christophe St. John did. I look for good quality movie clips of Josephine Dunn, and I just couldn't find anything. You know, a lot of times when I put these movies up on the screen, within the videos I do, I've just never seen the movies, but if they sound interesting, I'll try to listen to them at least on the way home, or if I get spare time. Just to the left here is Ambassador Nissan we just visited with. This is a very well-kept cemetery, memorial park. Some people call them cemeteries, others memorial parks. This one's well-kept. It's easy to find locations. Oftentimes, when I'm at cemeteries, the grass is so high and the conditions so poor, it's very difficult to find locations, even to the point where I just give up and go on to the next cemetery. But this one's nice, well kept, well manicured, very well ran too. Just straight ahead here, and we'll make our way over there shortly, is Karen Carpenter. The front office tells me that Karen Carpenter is the most visited grave at this location. Come up next is the final resting place of Cesare Danova. He was born in Rome, Italy. You may remember him in the Elvis Presley movie Viva Las Vegas. In this movie, he was Elvis's rival in both racing and for Anne Margaret. Can't blame him. He died of a heart attack on March the 19th, 1992, while attending an Academy of Movie Picture meeting. He was 66 years old. Now we'll go across the road, visit with Karen Carpenter. Please stay with me to the end because we'll go up the road to Simi Valley, California, and visit with President Reagan. Karen had a very unique 3-octave range voice. She felt when she weighed 120 pounds, she thought she looked fat, so she loses weight, gets down to 91 pounds, and her heart gives out. It was just really rough on her, the way she thought she needed to lose weight. So the morning of February 4th, 1983, the day she was supposed to sign her divorce papers, can't really see much in here. She passes out on the floor of her parents' house in Downey, California. When the paramedics get there, she only has one heartbeat every 10 seconds. Very sad we lose her. Okay, let's go up the road to President Reagan. Grave location of Ronald Wilson Reagan. Nancy Davis Reagan.
Presidential seal is always like this. The cool thing about it is
Look at this view. You know, originally his presidential library was to be at Stanford University, but he got a lot of pushback from that location. So he's here in Simi Valley, and in my opinion, this is a much better area. Just beautiful, breathtaking. You know, I've been to 6 presidential libraries. This one I like the best. Only thing I don't like is this.